I tried to get them to talk to me when they had their masks on, but they don't talk in their masks. And so this is what we have. Hey, guess what? They're in Australia. Yeah, but you knew that. They're in Vegas. They're going to Orlando. They're global. They won the first season of America's Best Dance Crew. And from there, it was the ionosphere, baby. I'm here with KB and Fee from Jabbawockeez group, and they're here at Harrahs in Atlantic City for a nice little residency through September 2nd. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. How about you?
You know what? This is awesome because you guys are so talented. We watch your videos. We see you on TV. We see what you do. First of all, am I the first one to ask this? Where'd the name come from?
Yeah, actually, you're the first one ever.
No one's ever interested in that.
Yeah, no one's ever interested in. They want to know all the nitty gritties.
Yeah, you've only had like 5,000 interviews, but you know what? It took me an hour to come up with that.
The name came from an author by the name of Lewis Carroll. He wrote Alice in Wonderland, and he also wrote a poem called Through the Looking Glass. And within that poem, there's a dragon called the Jabbawockeez, and we kind of took that whole premise because the dragon was really mysterious and would always show up, slay the night, and disappear. And we kind of wanted to show up and kill the stage and disappear and not show who we were, so we became Jabbawockeez.
Okay, so now Jabbawockeez, you see them. You're wearing white masks. Where did that start, and who came up with the entire concept?
You know, that's like the brainchild of just the group. You know, it's the genius of the collective. But really, the idea, the concept of covering our face came from just wanting to not really have our identities like known. It was we were in a time in our dance career where, you know, the dance scene was saturated with like ginormous teams. You have kids with 30, 40 or groups with 30, 40 kids on it, and it was like, you know, it was kind of hard to really see the overall picture unless, you know, the select few people was like, oh, that person's killing, oh, that dude's messing up. And we didn't want that in our group. And we were just, you know, just at the time we were just like, let's just break the mold and do something different. Little did we realize that we were actually setting a crazy trend, but, you know, we really wanted to not have people be able to pick out who we were. We just wanted them to focus on the artistic aspect of the dance and the music. We had one of our fallen members, Gary Kendall, was the first to introduce like the whole mask, that particular mask. There's a couple of groups that have done that concept before. Media Circus, they cover themselves. It wasn't a mask, but, you know, they had some kind of covering for their face so you didn't see who they were. But we ended up using that little Party City mask, and it stuck. There's a couple different iterations of it, but that particular one, that expressionless one, was the one that kind of really allowed people to reflect their emotions off of us. And it's just, we supplied the dance, but they supplied the emotion, and it worked.
Yeah.
Your show is so amazing to watch, okay? I mean, you defy gravity.
Thank you.
But to defy gravity, you have to have a beat. How do you choose the music? And is there somebody who you work with more, or are there people that you just work with?
All of the original music that we use is produced by a group from the Bay Area called the Bangers. We kind of met up with them back in, I would say, 2004? 2000.
We were on. Well, we actually officially hung out with them while we were on the show. We had incorporated some of their music in our sets prior. We started the group in 2003, but we incorporated their music in some of our routines before we had even had the chance to meet them. And they're kind of like the Jabbawockeez of music, and we're like the Bangers of dance.
You know, the hip hop culture is a true art form. It's not just music. And you've brought so much to that. I mean, you've actually taken that art form to the next level with what you're bringing to the stage. Was that in your thinking back when you started?
No. I mean, honestly, I think it's just, like you said, it's a culture, and we literally just live the culture, and people saw that through the camera. And, you know, we're no different than any other hip hop artist that's out. We just do it physically. Representing the one of the elements of hip hop, which is dancing and b-boying and all that. But it's no different than, you know, Jay-Z being who he is, and now he's a brand himself, you know, or, you know, just any MC, like anybody that is in the hip hop game knows. So I think it's just the way we are, and that's our lifestyle. That's our culture.
I think part of it too is just like, if you think of hip hop as the energy of hip hop, it's like we're just like ambassadors of it. You know what I mean? It particularly chose us to push forth whatever it was that it wanted. And honestly, I feel very privileged and honored for the notoriety and the respect that we get from the pioneers of our culture. You know, we have like the Electric Boogaloo, like a lot of the OGs, giving us Rocksteady Crew, giving us a lot of love, for what we're doing, and it's almost like that baton is being passed on, and at their point in time they were at a certain level, and they were what it was for that time frame, and now we are what it is for our time frame, and our children that's coming up right now is going to be what it is for the next level. So I really do believe that if hip hop was like an embodiment of a person, we'd kind of be like servants to it. Go do that.
You must see this show. You won't believe what they do. The music, they defy gravity, as I said before. Their feet, it's just mesmerizing to watch them. Wow. Tonight here at Harrahs, in fact, I think they're starting to fill the stage right now. Jabbawockeez. We want to thank Fee. We want to thank KB. And I'm Mark Berman for NJ.com.
NJ.com.
Gotcha.